This is such a weird question. I think it's kind of one of a kind. A lot of times the SAT repeats itself and does, kind of similar questions again and again on each test. This is just, I don't know. I haven't really seen anything like this. Um, Strategy maybe here is sense the difficulty. We should know that there's probably some weird twist or something where we're near the end of the section. This is number 27 out of 30 multiple choice, so it's supposed to be hard. So hopefully that helps us just stay alert. That's really what my strategy is here. It's just be on guard. So let's look at the question. A square field measures 10 meters by 10 meters. 10 students each mark off a randomly selected region of the field. Each region is square and has side lengths of 1 meter, and no two regions overlap. The students count the earthworms contained in the soil to a depth of 5 centimeters beneath the ground's surface in each region. The results are shown in the table. Which of the following is a reasonable approximation of the numbers of earthworms to a depth of 5 centimeters beneath the ground's surface in the entire field? Okay, this is a ratio, basically. We can look at all these numbers, and I don't need to do any calculation here. You can tell from the answer choices that we can say safely that the approximate number in each 1 by 1 patch is 150. So 150, and that's 1 meter by 1 meter. Okay. Now, we have to think how many 1 by 1 patches are in the whole field. So the simple kind of trap answer here is choice B, because what you're doing is you're saying, oh, okay, that's one of those, and it's a 10-meter thing. And so then we multiply by 10, and we get 1,500. But you have to think of it as a two-dimensional problem. It's not just 10 meters, it's 10 by 10. It's a square. And so if we had 10 by 10, the total area is 100. So there are 100 of these patches in this field. So when we multiply, we're multiplying by 100, and that's going to give us choice C. So at the end of the day, the math is really simple, right? I mean, we're multiplying 150, a number that we kind of just looked at and approximated as the value. We're multiplying that by 100. That you could do that without a calculator. I mean, that's as basic as math gets. The problem is the story, is that there's this little twist of the geometry and everything, and we have to take that into account, and it's easy to miss. My hope is that by reminding you of the question number, you learn how to remind yourself of that as you're taking the test. If you're just going through each question as if it's just another question on your SAT, you're going to make mistakes and fall for traps. You need to pay attention to the question number and change the way you think about it as you go through the test. You're not going to be thinking about number 7 the same way you're thinking about number 27. That is fundamental to the SAT, and if you don't change that in your brain, you're not going to be changing your score. So keep that in mind. The difficulty progresses through the section, so you got to account for that.